Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss the lesson Anna Pavlova. In this lesson we will learn about a young Russian girl who was a famous ballet dancer named Anna Pavlova. So now let us read the lesson to know more about Anna Pavlova. The theatre grew dark. The music began and the curtains parted. Dancers in glistering costumes came onto the stage. They performed The Sleeping Beauty, a dance about a beautiful princess and the prince who saved her from the spell of a wicked witch. The lesson begins with the scenario of a theatre. A stage is being showed where a play is going to be performed. The music slowly started to play at the background and the curtains were removed. The dancers came onto the stage with beautiful costumes. Costumes means dresses, and performed The Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty is a fairy tale about a beautiful princess who was cursed by an evil witch to sleep for 100 years. She was then saved by a prince who broke the spell of the witch. In the audience was a little girl, her eyes wide and shining with excitement. Her mother had saved money for many months to bring her to the ballet. It was a special event, and the little girl was enchanted with what she saw. That evening changed her life forever because she decided at that moment to become a dancer herself. It was the year 1889, and little Anna Pavlova, as she was called, was only 8 years old. She did not know then that she would be a great dancer one day. Among the audience, there was a little girl who was very excited about the play. She was watching the play with her eyes wide open. She was very much attracted by this special event, and her mother had to save money for many months in order to bring Anna to the ballet. Ballet refers to a style or form of dancing that tells a story only with music and without any kind of words. That evening changed the life of this 8 years old little girl as she decided to become a dancer at that very moment. Anna was unaware of the fact that one day she would herself become a great ballet dancer. For months afterwards, Anna begged her mother to allow her to learn ballet. She would dance round their home trying to imitate the steps and movements she had seen. But little Anna was too young to join the school of ballet. She had to wait for 2 more years before her dream would come true. So, for several months, Anna started begging her mother to allow her to learn ballet. But unfortunately, she was not able to join the school of ballet as she was too young for it, and so she had to wait for 2 more years. During this period, she herself danced round their home trying to copy the steps and movements that she has seen that evening in the play. But it was very hard work at the school. Dance pupils had to study all the subjects that were taught in other schools and also go to class in ballet and drama. Little Anna did not care. She was learning to dance at last. The work was not easy at school as the dance pupils means students, had to study all the subjects that were taught along with the classes in drama and ballet. But Anna did not care much about it and began learning to dance at last. Everyone could see that Anna had the gift of dance. She also worked very hard. Once the Tsar Nicholas II came to watch the children dance. He was so pleased with Anna that he lifted her up and kissed her. Soon, people began to notice Anna when the children performed in school. Anna worked very hard to learn the dance, and her hard work was visible to all as everyone could see that she was blessed with the gift of dance. Once, the ruler of Russia, Tsar Nicholas II, came to watch the children dance. He lifted Anna up and kissed her because he was very pleased with her way of dancing. And soon, everyone began to notice Anna whenever they performed in school. Anna's training ended after many years and she joined a theatre company as a dancer. She soon became the main dancer or the prima ballerina. Music composers began to compose music especially for her. One of her most famous dances was the one in which she performed the part of a dying swan. After many years, when Anna's training ended, she joined a theatre company and soon she became the prima ballerina. Prima ballerina means the main dancer of that company. Music composers wrote musics specially for her. Anna once performed the part of a dying swan, which was a short ballet showing the last moments of a swan. This performance of her became one of her most famous dancers. Anna now began to tour the world. Newspaper reviews said that she danced like an angel. It is said that after one performance of The Dying Swan in London, the audience was so amazed by the beauty of her dance that when it ended, there was great silence in the theatre for a while. Then there was long and loud applause, so long that it lasted 15 minutes. Later on, Anna began to tour the world for her performances. The newspaper reviews said that Anna danced like an angel. Her first performance of The Dying Swan in London amazed the audience so much that after it ended, there was complete silence in the theatre for a while at first. After that, there was a long and loud applause that lasted for 15 minutes. For 20 years, Anna gave performances all over the world, including China, India, and Africa. The constant travel and long hours of practice began to tell on her health. While on a train journey from Holland, she caught a chill. Soon she became very ill, and on 23rd January 1931, Anna died at The Hague, the capital of Holland. Anna gave performances all over the world, including China, India, and Africa for almost 20 years. But this constant travel and long hours of practice started making her weak and therefore she got ill. During a train journey from Holland, she caught a chill and died on 23rd January 1931 at The Hague, which is the capital of Holland. It was the night before she had to perform The Dying Swan in Brussels. But the show was not cancelled. All the other dancers in the troupe took their places as usual and danced their parts. But no dancer replaced Anna. Instead, the audience saw a shining spotlight. It moved across the stage, lighting the spaces where she would have danced. After the show, many in the audience broke down and wept. It was a fitting tribute to one of the most wonderful dancers the world had ever known. Anna's death took place just before the night she had to perform The Dying Swan in Brussels, the capital of Belgium. But the show was on, and all the other dancers took their places and performed their parts. But none could replace Anna. The audience noticed a shining spotlight moving across the stage, thus lighting the spaces where Anna would have danced. After the show ended, the audience were unable to control their feelings and started crying after the show. It was a mark of respect, that is tribute to Anna Pavlova, the most wonderful dancers they had ever known.